Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my people. So let's talk about Married to Medicine. OMG, season 5, episode 13. Like, yeah, circle of truth. Yes, it was a circle of truth for Dr. Heavenly to get into everybody's business, but she wasn't going to be the one that's going to get on the couch. She wasn't going to be the one that was going to tell her business. Her and Dr. Damon keep their business to themselves so they don't look ridiculous on camera, and people can assume that their marriage is terrible because they ain't going to tell you the truth, but they're getting everybody else's business, which is crazy. I would not have answered any of her questions, but, you know, the people want to know. And, you know, Dr. Heavenly asks the questions that people are saying online, people are saying on blogs, people just want to know the information. And so she stepped up to the plate to tell people. So anyways, we're still at the boat. We're at the boat, and basically this the argument between Mariah and, you know, Quad, and then, you know, which Contessa started the argument. So basically Simone jumps up. Simone is yelling, she's screaming, she's irate. Like the way Simone is yelling and screaming and trying to get her point across and how loud she is. Oh my God, just imagine her yelling and screaming at Curtis like that. Just imagine how their relationship is. And then also to just think about how Curtis, you know, how he acted when they was in the circle of the council at the bonfire, like the way he got upset, the way he got irate. That's probably why Michael be crying, and he doesn't want, and you know, he's telling his parents that he loves them because basically he wants peace in the home. So we can tell that their home is not peaceful. There is some drama going on. And it's definitely terrible because the way, you know, Dr. Simone handled herself was like, you couldn't tell she was an OBGYN. You couldn't tell that she was a celebrity doctor. And plus, Dr. Simone has been on WAG's, you know, Atlanta as well. So she's moving around on these like reality TV shows now. It's her getting to the reality TV show and the business where she just feels like, you know, her and Curtis has to come to win because like she's found a new independence. She found something else that she can do as well as be on these shows. And also she's an OBGYN as well, that, you know, she fell out of love with Curtis, and then Curtis yelling and screaming the way he did, that shit was like, you could see like maybe like when they have some drinks or some wine that they be really in that house fighting, they be really in that house arguing. So anyways, let's get back to the argument. So the argument, like, you know, so basically they're calling out Quad and telling Quad that, you know what, Simone is just like, you know, we take it easy on you because you're so sensitive, you know, and basically, you know, Simone was speaking for the group saying that you're so sensitive, so we take it easy on you. And also you put yourself on a pedestal, like you put yourself higher and above us. And they feel like, yo, why are you putting yourself above us? You're not even a doctor. Like Jackie's a doctor, Simone's a doctor. Contessa is a doctor, and Dr. Heavenly is a dentist. You know, she's still a doctor or whatever. So I guess they feel some type of way that Quad, you know, she does got an education, she did go to college, but how can she put herself on a pedestal, and act like she and pretend like she's better than us? And basically she said that's how the ladies feel. And Simone asked Dr. Jackie, how do you feel? She was like, yeah, I agree. Everybody agreed. So, you know, Quad, she felt some type of way. She was like, damn. She was like, yo, when you guys going through your issues with one another, you call me crying. Who's a sensitive one now? And so Dr. Heavenly's in the back talking about cheerleading, but she also put down Quad. So I guess, you know, it's not Team Quad anymore. It's team like, we tired of you, Quad. And so, and, you know, Mariah got exactly what she wanted to be done, you know, like basically have the ladies own up and step up for what they're doing. And then, you know, Dr. Simone, she's in her confessionals and she's just like, you know, we take it easy on her. We don't let Mariah get away with anything. And Quad is like, yo, they just nitpicking. But, you know, Quad was there for Simone when her father passed away, and she went to go look for her father with her too as well. But Quad has changed. Quad has put herself up on a pedestal, and I believe that she put herself on a pedestal because, you know, her husband's not putting up on her on a pedestal. He's not appreciating her. He's not warm to her. He's not caring. He doesn't know how to be a husband to her. So it's so crazy that he's a psychiatrist and he don't know how to show love to his wife at all. So, but, you know, Quad seems like she's a hard woman to love as well. But like she said, if you give me something to work with, baby, I can work with it. I was like, damn. So they're going back and forth in their argument on the boat. And it's just like, damn. So they call Quad out. And, you know, it's good that they did call her out, because lately she's been very different, very, very upscale, very, above everybody. That's the way it seems, but she's probably putting on a show because her home life is terrible. But it's just like, damn, after the night before, she got into an argument and shit like that with her husband, Dr. G or whatever, and they were arguing. They can see that they're having problems. So I don't know if it was the right thing to do to come after her like that and yell and scream. The husbands are just like, okay, we just gonna stop. Mariah was like, the man that paid for the boat wants to say a word, but we know the TV station probably paid for the boat. So anyways, so they go swimming and stuff like that, and then as Eugene is getting up, he goes into Simone's face and starts to yell like, we're going swimming, yelling at her, basically like the way she was yelling, like she doesn't have any inside voice. And the way that she was yelling, I can only imagine how she'd be yelling at home when there ain't nobody around. And everybody agreed that they put Quad on the pedestal. It's like, damn. But I just think, damn, Quad is going through a lot right now. Like her marriage is very shaky, but I guess they're trying to get her to realize that she's changed, that she's not the same person. She is sensitive. And Dr. Heavenly was like, I don't want to get into it with Quad because she's mean and she'll get back at you and she don't play around. So I would have to kill a bitch. That's what Dr. Heavenly said about Quad. So you can only tell how her marriage with Dr. Greg is, because when they go at it, and Quad doesn't really forgive easily. So it is what it is with that situation. I was like, damn. And Contessa, she's just sitting there, she's enjoying it. So Contessa's basically just talking crap throughout her confessionals or whatever. So anyways, moving on from that. I was just like, damn, they went and they are not playing around at all. So anyways, everybody's getting ready for this this bonfire, whatever. And Dr. Jackie is trying to warn Curtis, like, hey, listen, it's going to be some shit at this bonfire. They're going to ask some questions. They're going to test us about our marriage and all this other stuff and you being here. So be ready, be prepared, and do the best that you can. And please don't fucking embarrass me. That's what she really wanted to say, but she did it in such a subtle, beautiful, elegant, doctorish way. But basically that's what she was saying. And Simone, she's kind of worried about the session too as well. And Toya's worried too, and Greg, Eugene, they're kind of like worried about the session as well. And it is what it is. And Dr. Heavenly is ready for this. Like, she's gonna put these women on blast on TV. She's earning her role, and it's like, damn. So but Dr. Heavenly thinks that she's better than the ladies too as well. Like, her marriage, and all the ladies want her husband or whatever, and they think that he's wonderful. And the guys say that too as well about Dr. Damon. But Dr. Damon said they have their problems too as well. They just don't showcase it. They just don't show it to the world so people can dissect it and make them feel bad about themselves, or try to put them on the blogs and try to destroy their marriage. So it is what it is. I was just like, damn, they're not playing. But Simone yelling like the way she was yelling was like, damn. And Mariah was just sitting there, because Mariah was like, yeah, I'm having my cake and eat it too. I ain't got to say nothing. Everybody else is saying everything for me. So basically that's how that went. I was just like, damn. And Quad, she started crying and everything. And so her husband, Dr. G, he came to try to comfort her. She was like, I'll be all right. But her crying also shows that she's very sensitive as well. But she just got into a fight with her husband the other night, and it was embarrassing. And then on top of that, now she got all these ladies coming up against her saying that she's this, she's that, and she feels like she's above them and she's on a better level. So she apologized to the ladies for, like, if she made them feel that way, because that's not her intent. That's not what she wanted to do. So it is what it is in that situation. I was like, damn. So now it's time for the bonfire. The bonfire is some bullshit. Dr. Heavenly was like, you gonna put you guys are gonna get in this chair, and both of you guys, and we're gonna ask you some questions about your marriage and things like that, and you're gonna repeat the questions. And so the Dr. Simone was like, so are you gonna do the same thing? She was like, no. So that's not fair and that's not right. But Dr. Heavenly protects herself and she protects her business. So if, Dr., Heavenly didn't want to sit down and say whatever she wanted to say between her and Damon and what the group thought about them and ask them questions, I wouldn't agree to be in that circle. So they was crazy for going in that circle if, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon wasn't going to do it, because Simone and Cecil did it as well. But Dr. Heavenly's like, I ain't telling my business. You women are already telling your business, so why should it be any different now? It's just me asking a question. So it was Jackie and Curtis. They called them up first. She was like, "Oh, poor Jackie. Jackie has been dragged through the mud. She has been looking weak. She has been looking terrified, and it's just like she's facing the heat. Like this season really has been about Jackie and Cecil. I mean Jackie and Curtis." Jackie and Curtis and their relationship, like the first 4 episodes was about him cheating, the blogs and this and that, and then it's Simone and Cecil. It's just like crazy. So they called them up, and so basically, Dr. Heavenly wanted, Dr. Jackie to ask, Cecil this question about, what did she give you that I didn't give you? What made you go out there and cheat, basically? What, to fall on somebody's arms or whatever. So Curtis was like, oh, I was like, damn, what kind of question is that? Like, even that's like a therapist type of question, but people want to know that question. Everybody in the group wants to know that question. Dr. Heavenly wanted to know that question. And the doctor, when they was doing counseling, Jackie and Curtis was doing counseling, he didn't want to explore that. He didn't want to talk about that, like relive the issues. And the doctor said to them, the therapist or whatever, not to go there, like go towards the future. So, but anyways, he goes, it was a mistake. It was a calculated mistake. I messed up. It's what I can do better now. What can I do to change? What can I do to make things better? Because there's no one that can equate to you. There's no one that can add up to you. There's no one that can fill your shoes, because baby, you the best. But she wasn't the best, because if she was the best, you wouldn't have stepped out on her and embarrassed the shit out of her. You would at least chose a woman that wouldn't, put you on blast. Like sometimes when guys cheat, they pick Pacific women that know that they are a side chick, a side piece, and they know their role, and they won't, embarrass them. Especially him being on TV, his wife being on TV, and having a big name in Atlanta. He pick a woman that would go straight to the blogs. But sometimes you can't tell, because Curtis probably thinking that it's old school. I had me some good kush right here, and I just met her at a party, and now this woman I went to the blogs and sold the story. He didn't even know what type of female he was sleeping with. So that says something about him, that he didn't even put. He might have met up with her at hotels, but he didn't do everything possible to make sure that this woman didn't go and blab her mouth. He should have paid her so she wouldn't be embarrassing him, because I didn't even know that Mariah got cheated on. Mariah revealed that she, Dr. Aiden cheated on her, but she revealed it because she wanted to, and plus it adds to her storyline, and people are probably going to bring that up, because I didn't think Dr. Aiden was cheating on her, but I felt like a lot of women would be attracted to Dr. Aiden as well, and him being a doctor, being around nurses, CNAs, physical therapy people, nurses that draw blood and all that other stuff, so, the doors are open and people flirt with it. In the hospitals, you know what kind of relationships they got going on in the hospitals? They be in the closet, in the beds. So anyways, I was like, damn. And so that's how Curtis answered the questions, what he can do to make things better. What can he do to take care of her? Because, and then Jackie was like, and so the question was, Curtis, to ask Jackie, why don't you care? Why don't you care? Why don't you show that you care? And basically Jackie was like, I do care, but I'm such a strong person. I'm such a control freak. Basically what she's trying to say, that I can't show my vulnerable side. I can't show weakness, because sometimes when you show weakness, people take advantage of you. People want to, shit on you. People want to do whatever they think that they can do to you, because you show weakness, because you show humility, because you show that you're a human being. You show that you care for others. You show that you're fond of others and you care about them, but then they can turn around and then cut you with that same knife, or cut you with your words, or do you in. And so she's not the type of person that shows her emotions like that. And she says she do hurt, she do cry, she sees in pain. I guarantee you that Jackie cries at night when she goes to sleep. I guarantee you that she's at home crying, but she doesn't want the world to see it because she don't want nobody to see her weak, because she fought cancer and she was weak at that point and she beat cancer. And I think Jackie does want to leave Curtis, but she doesn't want to fail. She doesn't want to say that something messed up. She doesn't want to, let people win, I think. And she's such a control freak that she wants to make this marriage work. I do like Curtis, but Curtis on this trip, he kind of showed that he's an asshole. He kind of showed that, he can't put his feelings aside. He can't put his humility aside to make sure he doesn't embarrass Dr. Jackie, but he's a man as well, and he has feelings too, and he doesn't feel like he needs to bow down to these people that he's filming with, because he feels like they really don't care for Jackie in the first place, because that's what he said on one of the freaking episodes. So it is what it is with that situation. So Jackie starts to cry, and she cries, and she really cries. She really shows her vulnerable side. And that was very hard for Jackie to break down like that in front of all these people, because she knows they're judging her. And then on top of that, she knows the world is judging her. I'm like, shit, Jackie, you go, girl. She cried, and Mariah came to comfort her and let her know that I know what you're going through. Sometimes you gotta fight for what you want. Sometimes you gotta fight for your marriage. Sometimes don't feel bad that you're doing it, because what, if it's yours, fight for it. Somebody might have came in and swept between the legs and got your man, but what, they can't keep him. And what, that's cool, but I don't know, I'm not the type of person that really forgives when you cheat. I don't know, they good, they better than me, because I'd be like, okay, peace, see you later. I'm good. But over here, they're married, so it's a different thing as well. But I don't know if I could forget. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I would. I think I would be filing for a divorce, or the control side of me would be like, what, this is mine, I'm keeping it. But I would have to see if it's really worth saving. Is the person really going to change? Is the person really mean what they're saying? Are they really going to do what they're supposed to do? Or are they only going to do it for a little while until they get me back, and then show their same behaviors again? So but Mariah comforts Jackie to let her know that, hey, listen, I've been cheated on too. Shit done happened to me, and I fought for my husband, because I wasn't gonna let no chicks out there take my man, take my lifestyle, take what I had and what I worked for, and I married him and I got his babies, and hell no. So she was like, girl, I don't blame you. And that really helped Jackie a lot, because she's not the only one in the circle that had a husband step out on her. So she's feeling good about the situation. She feels a lot better. And I appreciate Mariah, being vulnerable too as well, and open up to these ladies, the same ladies that turned their back on her, the same ladies that voted her out, the same ladies that chose quad side, that she was able to be vulnerable and tell, Dr. Jackie what happened to her. And then, Mariah even told Aiden, hey, listen, I told the secret. It's the cat's out the bag, that you've been dipping that penis and that crazy sex that you like. So the way he was describing how he has sex with Mariah all the time, Mariah got to be ready. He wants it all the time. And she probably was too pretty. Anyways, she probably was too mean. Yo, I'm going to take my time. And this drink is cranberry juice, grape juice, lemonade, and cranberry. I said cranberry already, and black cherry. Is very good for you. I mixed it up in just this cup, but tart and heavy stuff is good to clean out your system. It's really good, and it's all organic. So anyways, moving on from that. So that was really cool that Mariah went there and did that for Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Jackie really appreciate that. And she said that she really appreciate that. Damn, I know she's like, damn, I took you the wrong way. So it seems like Mariah is back into the circle, girls. And so moving on from that, so now we get, Toya and Eugene, they get up there, and then Dr. Heavenly's asking them this question. She was like, I feel she's disrespectful to me, that she disrespects me in public in front of people. Why do you feel the need to disrespect me in front of people or whatever? And then this is when Eugene was like, she don't disrespect me. I like the way she talks to me. I like the way she says I jerk off all the time and I don't want her kitty cat. I like the way that she talks to me. So Eugene was like, I don't feel like she disrespected me. Eugene is just so crazy. And I think Eugene really does love Toya, and he's working his ass off, and their sexting is not really true. I think Eugene is getting it in, but he's tired. He works a lot. He got high blood pressure, so that could also, not leave him to have blood, and going towards his penis and shit like that. So it is what it is with that situation. So, so he goes, I don't feel like she disrespects me or whatever. I feel like she does disrespect him, but not in a nasty way. But I don't know why she keeps bringing up that he jerking off. I guess she's trying to get him to give her some, dang-a-lang. Or she's trying to, have a storyline, also tell people, like, this is what I'm going through. It's not a big deal. Like, he don't want to have sex with me. Like, he's jerking off too much. He's working too hard. But that's the type of stuff she should keep private. But he's not. He's okay with it. But he did say in the last episode that why she got to keep bringing up him jerking off or masturbating, whatever. Nobody wants to know that. I know I don't want to know that. And so then Eugene was like, I don't feel like that. She doesn't do that to me. And then the next question was for Eugene to ask Toya, do you really, do I make you happy? Or it's the monetary things that I do for you, it's the financial things that I do for you that make you happy. So basically, Dr. Heavenly is judging him, thinking that Toya is only with Dr. Eugene because he's a doctor, he got money, and she done spend up the money and made them broke. And now he's working his ass off like a teddy bear, like a grizzly bear, working, in other cities and working hard, trying to pay the tax bill as well. And a lot of people say that Toya is there for the money and she's waiting for Dr. Eugene to, kick it. But, I think that Toya loves, Eugene, and she's comfortable with Eugene, and that's why she can joke around with him and she can kid with him, even though I feel like it's disrespectful and it's private shit she needs to keep to herself. But there's some people out here that will tell their business all day long, every day. It just is what it is. So it is what it is. And so Dr. Heavenly is like mad disrespectful with these questions. It's wrong. But you know what? If you're going to sit up there and answer these questions, then, or be like, she's only taking a chance. I'm going to make it interesting. If you're going to answer the questions, then shit, I'm going to ask them. Because this is what the people want to know. And so they refuse to answer the question or whatever. It's not true. I love him or whatever. And so then she kisses him and she was like, hey, come here, give me a kiss, daddy. Give me a kiss, daddy. And then Eugene was like, don't call me daddy, I feel uncomfortable. I was like, no, he did not say he feels uncomfortable. So it is what it is with that situation. And basically Eugene is pissed off. He wants to cuss out Dr. Heavenly, but he doesn't want to because he has a relationship with Dr. Damon. He was just like, yo, these are the questions that you made up. And Toya's upset and Toya's mad. Toya was like, you judging me. This is what you think about me. You think that, Toya has the right to get mad because, damn, you think that I'm only with my husband because he got money. Like, shit, you should know me by now, Heavenly. We friends. We've been talking. We've been filming together. So you just think I'm a gold digger. You think I'm just using my husband. So, of course, Toya is gonna get mad if it's true or not. But if don't blow up my spot and don't bring it up in front of everybody, don't make me look bad and my husband look bad at the same time, when you're not willing to look bad in front of the camera with your husband and tell your business. So at least act little. So whatever. So she's pissed off. So then they go back and forth. They're arguing. And she was like, yo, you ain't good at this. You ain't no relationship expert. You're terrible. You're horrible. And how you feel like we gonna be judging me? So Toya's totally like going off. Then Dr. Heavenly's about to go off. Damon grabs her and pushes her to the side and try to talk to her and calm her down. Was like, yo, listen, you asking some real serious questions or whatever. And like the questions, like if she, like everyone said, like Dr. Damon said, she has to find a way to, when she open a can of worms, close a can of worms. And one of the things she could have said was, Toya, how do you there people out here are saying that they feel like you are with Eugene because of this. How do you really feel about Eugene? And what do you feel about what people say that that's what your marriage is possibly about? And then Toya could answer the question like, hey, listen, I love my husband. He's working hard because he loves our family and we have a bond, blah, blah, blah. So there's different approaches that Dr. Heavenly could ask the question, whether they can defend themselves at the same time while they answering a personal question. So it is what it is with that situation. So I was like, damn, she went there she went there like it was nobody business. Toya was like, you ain't no relationship expert. Toya's cussing her ass out. And so Dr. Heavenly was like, well, I asked the question, you answer, so don't get mad. If you don't want to answer the question, don't answer the questions, basically. So that's how she feels about that situation. And everybody's kind of feeling upset about the questions because, damn, she's putting people on the phone. she's putting them on the forefront, and she's actually saying what she thinks about the situation. So which what makes it like she's making a judgment. That's why she has to take herself out of it when she asks the question. Ask the question with a question, and also a question for the person to defend themselves as well. So it's like a 3-part question. So it's not just a one-sided question. We're like, oh, damn, that's how you really feel? Tell me how you really feel. You really think I'm out here using Eugene? And then I was just like, oh, shit. So then now it's time for Cecil and Simone to get up there. So Cecil and Simone get up there. Oh, my goodness. And basically, the question was, do you feel like you can spend money from our joint bank account without letting your partner know? Like, they already been through this. They already went through this. You guys done seen, the kids app or whatever. Like, why would you bring up that situation? Why not bring up what, Simone's talking about when she feels like, that she's not loved, that he doesn't say I love you, that, and then get to Cecil to be more caring, to hold, to touch his wife, and to tell her that he loves her and call her. Why bring up the money thing? And so anyways, Cecil totally got flipped out. But you got to understand, they're also drinking at the same damn time. And Cecil was like, this is fucked up. This is messed up. Basically, Cecil's upset. And Cecil was like, I spent the money. I'm sorry I spent the money. But yeah, I did spend the money. And also, she spent the money too as well. And she brought a Maserati. And it was $100,000. And so then that's when Simone was like, oh, well, you just answer the question, because Simone didn't want what she did to be brought up to as well, because she looks bad too, because she took her money. She spent $100,000 on a Maserati. I can't even say it. Maserati. She spent $100,000 on a Maserati, and what else? And she didn't ask permission, and she did the same goddamn thing. And Cecil only took $20,000 out of their bank account, and he invested it. That car loses value every single day. Every single day that car loses value, and his app can actually grow, or he can change the app to something else and make it more a business thing as well. So, and then on top of that, he can claim it as taxes. He can get revenue off of it and things like that to make money off the situation too as well, if it doesn't blow up. So, but that Maserati, she's gonna sell and probably only gonna get 50 grand, because remember Chris Brown was on TMZ selling all his cars or whatever. So it's not like an investment. So anyways, in Dr. Simone, she should have jumped in, and she should have defended her husband and said, she should have said, I'm glad you spent the money. I'm glad you invested the money. I'm glad you did something for our family. I'm glad that you did that, because your job is on the line. You're a IT person, and they're laying off people, and you wanted to invest money, and I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you chose to do something for our family, and I'm sorry that I came at you like that, because you know what? I spent $100,000 on a car, and I did not tell you as well. She should have defended her husband, just like Eugene and Toya defended each other. And so Curtis is feeling attacked. It was like, no, he's feeling like everybody's ganging up on him, and for Dr. Heavenly to ask that question, and then on top of that, that was a big, huge, sore ogre between, Dr. Simone and Cecil, because of him spending that app money. But then, Dr. Simone became the face of the app. So I think Simone should have bowed out of asking that question. So Cecil got upset. Cecil was yelling. He was like, I spent the damn money. I know I spent the damn money. And he's yelling, he's screaming, he's yelling at Simone. And Simone was like, see, you're deflecting. You're not answering the question. It's like, damn, Simone, you got to have his back somehow. So anyways, he's going off. He's whining. So when you see that how Cecil's arguing and yelling, imagine them two at home. Her yelling as loud as she is, and then him yelling like he was yelling. He just seemed like an old drunk, mad and just frustrated. But he probably was just frustrated and mad because you're bringing up this topic that they already solved, and it was a big issue, and probably people around in the group was talking about it. So he feels some type of way. I would feel some type of way too, and he couldn't hold it in. And Simone was happy to see that Cecil showed that side of him, because she wants everybody to know that he's a monster at home, like he's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde or whatever. So Simone is crying. People going to Simone. Simone's like, he's so awful. He's so terrible. I think you both of these guys are awful and terrible. Like when it comes to your marriage, the way you treat each other in the private. But Simone, she lets it spill out and be, open. And everyone, let Dr. Heavenly, make their marriage all unquestionable and make them argue and make them fight, when her and Dr. Damon was sitting up there like on their high horse. So, it seems like, Dr. Heavenly is running these group of girls. She's in charge of them. And basically she asked them to answer these questions, and they did, and she didn't. And they're having the problems with their marriage. But she's also bringing out that, damn, their marriage is messed up, and you guys really need to work on it. Like, this is what we saying about you. But basically, I'm just asking you to ask each other that question, because that's what the world's saying. So I'm like, damn. So it is what it is with that situation. I was like, yo, I mean, Cecil was mad, and Dr. Simone was crying her eyes out. She was hurting, like Dr. Jack and Dr. Simone crying, Toya yelling. Like, this was a complete utter mess, but it was good entertainment. And also, it's trying to get them to ask the question, trying to get them to expose what's going on, but it's already been exposed. But it's just the way that Dr. Heavenly asked them questions for them to ask the other person. I would have been like, no, I'm not answering them questions. Then we get Quad and Dr. G, and it was to ask Dr. G, do you appreciate me? And so Dr. G was like, yes, I do appreciate you, but you don't show me the same appreciation. So what Dr. G should have said, yes, I do appreciate you, I do love you, I love all the things you do, decorating my office, cooking for me. But no, he had to throw in, like, he don't feel like, he could have save that for later, because they've been arguing. So he's just basically saying, I don't feel like you got my back. I don't feel like you rolling with me. I don't feel like you're my ride or die. Basically, you don't appreciate me the same way that I appreciate you. So it is what it is. And so then that's when Quad was like, what are you talking about? I just want you to do certain shit. Take out the trash, my dude. I want you to do this. That's it. Just show me that you appreciate me. And he was like, no, here you go with these empty things that you say. And so basically, and he was like, you don't appreciate me. You don't appreciate me taking care of you. You don't appreciate me paying. I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. And that's some foul shit to say that, because she contributed to as well. She was like, oh, she could, Quad is like, yo, I want you to do more masculine things, like basically calling him out, like what he's weak, what he's tiny, what he don't act like a man. Like, you want a real dude, you want a hood dude. What do you want? Or do you want him to be, more like being able to take out the trash, lifting up the furniture and clean it, helping you clean, or cooking for you, or what do you want him to do to be more masculine? Do you want him to pick you up, lift you up, and give it to you? Do you want him to change the oil in the car? Do you want him to wash the cars? What do you want from Dr. G to be more masculine? And basically, she just wants him to take out the trash and probably be more masculine by telling that he loves her, grabbing her butt, grabbing her breast, giving her a kiss, hugging her, telling that she's sexy, she looks good, calling her and want to have phone sex. She wants him to be more masculine. She wants him to show that he desires her, basically. And you know what, I'm gonna make sure the trash is always taken out because you my baby. And he was like, no, I ain't doing that shit. It was like, first of all, you don't do shit for me. First of all, you won't have a baby. But he didn't say all that. So it is what it is. So then now they arguing, and they just had to break the shit up because it got out of hand, it got bad, it got terrible. So they're arguing or whatever. He's yelling, he's screaming. Quad is upset. It was like, this is over. This is done. I don't want to have this conversation anymore. And then Dr. Simone finally said it's over, it's quits. Dr. Simone couldn't wait to, say it's a wrap. You failed, Heavenly. You failed. No, Heavenly said that Heavenly feels that she did a good goddamn thing, that she exposed all y'all, and she got y'all to talk about your problems and stop hiding and acting like everything's all good. And yet she kept her problems on the wrap. She kept them on the low, on the low. She kept them on the low, and you told your business to the world and made your marriage look terrible. So anyways, that's it. Now it's getting terrible. So then Dr. Damon, he gets up with his wonderful speech, like, please forgive my wife, like, she has to grow. She's not a relationship expert. Relationship experts, they make mistakes and everything, and she's grown, and she's gonna have to learn, and she's gonna be better at this, and please forgive her. And if I did anything to you, I apologize. Like, damn, Dr. Damon, you made me want to go over there and give you a hug. You made me want to kiss you. I was like, damn, you know what you talking. Them Barbados men, Even though he wasn't raised there, shit. Dr. Heavenly picked a good one. She got a good one. He supports her no matter what. He's with her because he knows that she got to be a little messy to be on this show. She got to do these things, and she's stepping up her game for this show. And on top of that, she's a dentist as well, and a mom, and she's his wife, and he loves her, and he respects her, and he got her back, and that's what he did. That's what none of these people that are on the other end understand, that they have each other's back. Like, they're not going to put one down in front of the other. They're not going to belittle them. They're not going to let anybody belittle them. She's not going to say nothing negative about her husband or anything. He's not going to do that as well. But Dr. Aiden doesn't say anything negative about Mariah. Mariah doesn't say anything negative about Dr. Aiden. But on the other hand, these other motherfuckers be dissing the shit. Like, why are you even married the way that you guys be talking to each other? But I think now, watching this episode and knowing that Dr. Simone filed for divorce, I think that it was real deep in that house with Dr. Simone and Cecil. Like, it's probably was some real ugly shit. And that's why Michael be crying and shit like that. It probably got real ugly because you can see that Cecil's only gonna put up with so much of, you know, Dr. Simone yelling, and the way that Dr. Simone was yelling and carrying on, OMG, you know, that house be rocking. So anyways, Dr. Damon said a wonderful thing. You know, he's the Martin Luther King Jr. of the show. So then I guess all that was squashed. It was all good or whatever. And he was like, I'm sorry, my brothers, if I did anything to offend you. And please have forgiveness in your heart for her. And then everybody did realize that, you know what, they comfort each other. Jackie found out about, you know, Mariah. Toya and Eugene are hugging and kissing on each other, and he's grabbing her butt and things like that. And Dr. Jackie feels good that she got that out, that she let it out. And she also feels good that Curtis is there now. At first she was mad about it, but now she feels good about the situation. So it is what it is. And everybody was like, they can't believe Dr. Damon is. Toya was like, I can't believe you need an award just to be married to Dr. Heavenly. Toya just thinks Dr. Heavenly is just, you know, it. You know, he's just it. He's just the shit or whatever. And so, you know, all that. So it's over. The guys get up and they go to dinner or whatever, have drinks, and they all tell Dr. Damon that, you know, our wife compares us to, they want us to be more like you, Dr. Damon. He thinks that's a wonderful compliment. But God knows, please don't let next season be about Dr. Damon and Dr. Heavenly having a terrible relationship. Then you got Dr. Greg, and they're trying to talk to Dr. Gregory, trying to get him to understand that he needs to be more softened towards Quad. He needs to take out the trash. Dr. Damon was like, you know what, I got a list of 20 things I got to do every day, and I'm a fucking surgeon, motherfucker. And then on top of that, you know, my wife came all the way here and found my father's grave. So once you have your wife back, she'll have your back as well. And Quad has had Dr. G's back, but Dr. G doesn't know how to open up and love and really be open to it, because I don't know why he's like that, because he said it. He had to fight for everything that he had, and nobody gave him a chance. He's not going to let anybody take it away. And it seems like it's just him against the world, and it's not him and Quad against the world. And Quad is hard to deal with too as well. But I think if he appreciated her more and showed her some things, so showed her more love and more concerning about what she's doing in her career, then it would be cool. But anyways, Dr. G also said when he was in the therapy session that he feels like Quad done put her career, her business before him. So basically, he's just like saying that you got on this TV show, now you're on another TV show, now you're writing these books, like you forgot about me, like if I was just your stepping stool. So I think he's feeling like he's being used too as well, because she married him. And boom, she was able to be on the show, because all the women on this show is actually married. It's not like Atlanta Housewives or the other housewife shows that come on and they ain't married. And so it is what it is. And so basically they're trying to tell Dr. G that, hey, like, it's not about the trash. She just wants you to listen to us. She just want to be heard. And he don't get it. He don't understand it. It was like, and you know, Dr. G was like, yo, this motherfucker is a therapist. He's a psychiatrist. He don't understand that, you know, when she says yes, it really means no. When she says no, it really means yes. Basically, and you know, Dr. Damon trying to get him to understand that, you know, you have to do these things. It's important to them. You know, that you're listening, that you're paying attention to them, that you care about what they say, that you care about how they feel if the trash is overwhelmed or whatever. So, but he's not getting it. So it is what it is. I was like, damn, they went in. This is a lot, on this episode basically. And it was so nice to see Toya, and Mariah, and Quad ride around and have a good time and go to Rihanna's house and shit like that. Like, that was cool. That was something nice. Like, I hope Quad and Mariah can get to a level where they become friends, because they was chilling, I was having a good time, and it was nice to see Toya jump in that car. But now we find out that Toya might not be friends with Quad anymore. Like, damn, like, Quad is just beefing. Like, it ain't no it ain't nothing. It ain't. Quad just have a lot of turmoil. Quad is gonna walk away from all these ladies, and she's gonna walk away from Dr. G. You watch. So, they get ready. They have the dinner and everything. Dr. Simone's talking all this, giving her speech. And Quad is like, yo, why are you saying it to me? Why are you looking in my face? And then Eugene was like, with her breath all stinking. So Eugene has kind of been like a comedic relief, a comedy relief of the show, basically, of this episode. So it was cool. And then Dr. Damon was like the Martin Luther King release of the show as well, and Dr. Heavenly was the messiness of the show as well. So anyways, they all happy. And it was like, you know what, a lot of things came out. We didn't like how the way it was presented, but it worked out and we're much closer. So everybody's good for now, and then it starts to rain. Peace. I'm out. One love.